What's up guys, welcome back to another XCT video, and today I'm going to show you my top 5 exercises to build massive biceps. And I'm sure not many of you will know the exercises that I'm going to show in this video. So before starting this video, I know that many of you want to know how to build massive arms. The way to do this is not by focusing on your biceps, but focusing on your triceps. However, in this video, I'm going to show you my top 5 exercises for biceps. Yes, you're going to tell me right now, why are you showing us your biceps workouts? Don't worry, I'm going to show you also my top 5 exercises for triceps in another video. So let's start this video. The first exercise that I do is barbell curls. This is a classic exercise that I'm sure many of you are doing this, and what I will recommend you to do is to not do this exercise in the form that I'm doing this exercise in this video, because as you can see, I'm using too much weight when I do this exercise and I'm using a little bit my back, so this is wrong. But if you watch my videos, you know that I've said multiple times before that once a month I try to test my strength. So that's the reason I'm using so much weight when I'm doing this exercise. Please do not do this exercise the way I do it, because it is very dangerous to maybe damage your lower back. Honestly, yes, I'm serious. Next exercise is the Trx Machine Kells. I'm sure you have never seen this exercise before, and the way to do this exercise is to stand up with your torso upright while holding a barbell at the shoulder width ratio. And in this exercise, I'm trying to focus more on the lower part of my biceps, because as you can see, I'm doing half the movement. So this is how I'm going to target the lower part of my bicep. And if you have watched the video that I was talking about the genetics, I've said in that video that many of you actually have this gap over here. The way to fix this gap over here is by doing this exercise, which is going to help you to minimize the gap. Okay, if your genetics says that you're having long heads on your biceps, then you cannot fix it. But this exercise will definitely going to help you to minimize the gap between the forearm and your bicep. And as you can see, I'm not using too much weight when I do this exercise. I'm using only the 60% of my 1 rep max when I do this exercise, because as I said, I want to focus more on the form in this exercise, not like the previous exercise when I did the barbell curls where I used too much weight. Now for my next exercise, it is something new. I'm sure you have never seen this before. It's called the Trx Machine, but in this time I'm going to show you how to work out your biceps using the Trx Machine. On my previous video, if you have watched it, you have seen me doing some TRX flies for my chest. That is also a very good exercise to do. But in this video, because we are talking about the biceps, I'm going to show you how to target your biceps using the Trx Curls. So as you can see, when I do this exercise, I stand in a very angly position, this makes the exercise much harder to do. But what I will recommend you to do is, if you are more like a beginner or intermediate and you are not very strong at your biceps, then I will recommend you to stand up straight, not the way I do this exercise, because as you can see, I almost lie on the ground, and this makes this exercise very hard to do. And as you can see, I'm always trying to keep my elbows as close to the body as possible. This is going to make the exercise target more the biceps. This is a very good exercise to do, so I would recommend you to add it in your workout routine. Next exercise is the spider curls. The first time I saw this exercise was from Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath, when he did a video about 3 years ago. and I actually decided to steal this exercise and do a little bit more my research on what this exercise targets. And this exercise, it's similar to the Smith machine curls, but as you can see, I'm using the EZ bar and also the bench that will help me to do this exercise. Now, one more tip I want to give you is, if you are a beginner or intermediate, then I will recommend you to put your feet on the ground, because this is going to help you with your balance. But because I'm a more advanced person, I'm training for too many years, as you can see, I'm not putting my feet on the ground. I actually place my feet on the bench. It doesn't really matter, the exercise is still going to target your biceps. And as you can see, when I do the positive movement of the barbell, I slightly bring my elbows a little bit back from my body. And for the last exercise for the video, is a very classic exercise. I'm sure many of you have seen this exercise before. I'm sure everybody is doing it when you have arms. So this is the dumbbell curls. It is also one of my favorite exercises to do. And one tip I want to give you when you do this exercise is not moving your elbows. You have to stabilize your elbows when you do this exercise, because if you don't stabilize your elbows when you do this exercise, then you are also enabling other muscles. For example, maybe you are enabling the shoulders, and this is going to help you to lift more weight. If you see anyone lifting more than 20 kilos dumbbells with this exercise, then I'm sure they are doing it wrong, because this exercise, it is very difficult to do if you are doing it the right way. Also, I prefer to do this exercise when I sit on the bench. This again helps me to focus more on the bicep. You can also do this exercise when you stand, so that's not a problem. But personally, when I do this type of exercises, I prefer to sit on the bench, because as I told you, I focus more on the biceps. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please drop a like, because it really helps me a lot to grow my channel. Please follow me on my Instagram, on my social medias. Everything is in the description below. And let me know if you are going to implement these exercises in your workout routine, especially the Trx Curls, which is very fantastic exercise to do. So thank you guys, and see you again on the next video. Prefer to keep everything in one application, and that's why they have chosen to go with Instagram. So let me know guys, what are you going to do, because I don't really know where to post my stories, either Snapchat or Instagram. Unfortunately, I can't do both because it is not a